Hi everyone, welcome to the day 12 of RevenueCat Ship-a-ton. Today has been a really good day because that it was a weekend, so I had like the full time to work on the app itself. And I was watching this podcast by Ali Abdal and the founder of ConvertKit, and I realized how slowly they talk when they are doing the podcast. So I went back to watch my own videos and I realized how fast can I talk sometime. So in this video I'm trying to slow down a bit. So if you notice that, that's the reason for that. And today was another great day on like a personal side because I hit my personal best record of 38 minutes for 5k. I know it's not like the best or the greatest out there, but I'm happy compared to like 2 weeks ago, which was like 1 hour. So I'm making progress day by day, bit by bit. And today I solely focused on redesigning the UI because I was going through a lot of the Apple Design Award winners to see if I can get some inspiration from them. And the main idea I got from those apps is that the UI is just not cluttered at all, and that's what I wanted to do. So if you see meshing AI, it is a product in itself, and I did not want to have the copy code or the photos button like right alongside, so I put them on like the top toolbar, trailing and leading edges respectively, and have that in the middle. And for the layout I increase the size a bit so that I can have the show control points in the view as well, because I feel that is critical when you're working with a gradient, so that you can just quickly see the show the control or hide them when you're working with different layouts. Another thing is that I still need to figure out the white space that is out there, like what all I can add on the like the peak view, so that it is like one glance thing. Because if I do right now do this like this, I see that there are a lot of options, but I'm not sure like which one is the most important one. So coming to that, what why did the taskbar hide? That's a bug. So I need to look into that as well. That's the point when you're shipping fast. I have no idea why the toolbar just went away, so that's something I need to look into. And coming to the second part is this gradient text editor. I think someone on X, formerly Twitter, mentioned that it would be cool to like mask it on a text or a button or a symbol, and you can like show how the gradient would look like. So that's what I did, and when I click on the gradient text editor, it opens a whole new view. So this mesh gradient will like up to till this point. It's because the toolbar is gone, that's why it's coming up above it, and I do not want to edit it because now it's truly building and bugs in public. And so the idea is that, let's say I go back and I select, let's go back to the 404 grid, choose a really nice template. Like let's start with my favorite one, which is I think my favorite one is Aurora Borealis. So, and go back to the gradient editor, and it's better if I just use dark mode in this case. Yes, much better. So let's type, this is a really long text to showcase the new feature called as text editor, which works well and is new in meshing app. So you can see how your gradient would look like when you put it on, like mask it on the text as itself. And I have like multiple options, like I can choose the size, like let's do it body. I can change the width and make it expanded. The design can be rounded. I can make the weight to be heavy and the alignment the multiple text line alignment as left. So there's a lot to play around with, and I think like it's a really cool feature when you're working with the gradients and just want to have everything in house. The UI can be much better, and it is a good one when just starting out. The second thing, if you notice, is that I changed the UI quite a bit. I'm not using the list view at all. The biggest reason was that when I go to the available templates, I would want to have the same UI and not have a list, because this one is using a scroll view and this was using a list. So you would have that inset group that you normally see on the settings view. With that, the biggest feature that I worked on for today was this export gradient. I was going through different websites that have gradient apps, and I realized that I can make the export part much easier, because when I have to export for, like, let's say a particular length, device resolution works, but there are cases where I can like use this app more for social media, and I want to expand this app, like just not just to design, like not constrained it to just designers and developers. So I added this export template, which is like, for now it's Instagram, X, LinkedIn, YouTube and Facebook. I also thought of adding Snapchat and TikTok, but I'm not sure if people would use it for that. So that's some user research that I have to do. So let's say for Instagram, I can just click on stories and it will just directly put the width and height, and same for the feed view where you have a one-on-one image, and same for X. I can have an image of the particular size that would look the best on Twitter. And I don't know if people will use mesh gradient for profile picture, but I still added that option. And same for LinkedIn. And for YouTube, the idea is to provide a background that they can just directly export with the particular dimensions that they do not have to change in their respective software that they use. Maybe it's Adobe Photoshop or it's Figma or Sketch, like the thumbnail to start with, and just put text on it. Someone on Twitter again mentioned that you can have kind of make it an Instagram text maker, where you like have a whole view that is making changes in the text itself. Like you have a gradient, and then on top of it that you can make the text, and like it will pivot a lot from the main idea of this app. And I'm still considering if I should like take that feedback, but it's still in the beta phase and all feedback is appreciated. And with that, I think I'm done for the day. I wanted to achieve more, because my plan is to ship on iOS 17 by 22nd of August, so that I'm like worry free that if I'm not eligible or not for the Ship-a-ton, because at least I can then get the participation award if in the case iOS 18 drops after the Ship-a-ton ends. So that's just kind of a backup plan, and linear gradients are nice as well, right? So that's something I have to like balance out. From feature wise, there are like two biggest things that I really want to work on before like freezing on the features. The first one is the dot meshing file configuration that you can import and export, and the second one is refining the UI more. It's not a feature. I think the second one is the meshing community, where you can just have a whole social media in the app itself, but that's something far-fetched, and I should focus more on the core features of the app to make beautiful mesh gradients, and the social part can come later along. So with that, let's see how the Sunday goes, and because that's a whole full day again to work on the app, and I do not have to worry about anything else. So I'm very excited about how tomorrow goes, because every day I am just getting better and better, both code wise and understanding like coding itself. If I have been doing Swift UI for like 5 years, but it feels like in this 1 month I am learning everything that I can, like a whole year of Swift UI in just 1 month of going through the whole product life cycle. And that's something I really would want to cherish more and more with every single day. So with that, thank you and have a great day.